Snow falls slow, silent on the ground. Empty streets, just the wind's hollow sound. I walk this road like a ghost with no name. Every breath burns, but it don't ease the pain. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold. It wraps my skin, but not my soul. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold. The moon stares down like it knows my shame. Fingers of frost trace your face in the pain. The night is long, it stretches and it pulls, but the memories are sharper than the winter's cruel. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold. It wraps my skin, but not my soul. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold. It wraps my skin, but not my soul. This borrowed overcoat can't warm what you left cold.
haze. Whispers drip like honey through the maze. A bottle lean left a shadow on your face. Silent truths we traded in this tired place. The back booth kept our names in ringing glass. Secrets spilled like wine but didn't last. The air was thick, the words too fast. The back booth kept our names in ringing glass. Your laugh cut sharp like the edge of a blade. Promises born that never made the grade. I chased your ghost in the ashtray's fading glow. 1,000 questions buried underneath the flow. The back booth kept our names in ringing glass. Secrets spilled like wine but didn't last. The air was thick, the words too fast. The back booth kept our names in ringing glass. Kept our names in ringing glass. Secrets spilled like wine but didn't last. The air was thick, the words too fast. The back booth kept our names in ringing glass.
Quarter slipped in slot, cold like my hand. receiver heavy like the words I plan. Empty street, no headlights, no sound. Except the hum of my own breakdown. Fingers shaking numbers etched in my brain. Ghosts of moments we let go down the drain. Every ring echoes hollow like a cracked bell. The space between us like a private hell. I spoke to the dial tone like it could love me back. Told it all my sins, whispered what I lacked, but the silence it gave cut me no slack. I spoke to the dial tone like it could love me back. Voice was static, trapped in my chest, chasing ghosts of chances I left unconfessed. Every click of the line just mocked my plea. Like the universe laughing at fools like me. The payphone stood like a monument of shame, bright neon buzzing spelling out your name. I hung up but the weight wouldn't let me go. Regret carved deeper than the dial tone's glow. The street lamp flickers, paints a shadow on the wall, a faint reminder of when you used to call. The night's a thief, it steals the day, and leaves me here where your memory stays. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street, a fading glow where love and sorrow meet. The clock ticks slow, the air turns sweet. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street. A smoky haze drifts where our laughter used to play. The ghost of us lingers, but it won't stay. The cobblestones echo, your footsteps fade. I'm left with the shadows, the choices we made. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street, a fleeting flame that melts the cold defeat. The clock ticks slow, the air turns sweet. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street, a golden hue that makes the loss complete. The clock ticks slow, the air turns sweet. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street. At the amber hour, your goodbye lights the street. Clock ticks slow, the walls don't care. Shadow whispers in the stale air. The night's a thief, steals peace away. A cold chair creaks beneath my weight. Eyes burn dry, thoughts won't abate. Ghost of her still lingers near. Black coffee, blue smoke, in a heart I can't quit. No sunrise, no hope, just a fire barely lit. Black coffee, blue smoke, and a heart I can't quit. Streetlights fade, but I'm still here. Choking silence hums too clear. Every hour feels like a curse. Ashtray spills with a weight of loss. Every drag another coin I toss. Will she stay or drift like dust?
Night burns slow like an old wick. Empty screen glowing pale. Fingers shake but don't commit. Words, they crumble on the edge of my tongue. A silent choir, their hymn unsung. Too much weight in the air. At 2 a.m. the brass spoke what I couldn't say. Breathed through metal, carried it away. Notes in the dark where our broken stayed. Your name hangs heavy, a ghost on a line. Every letter a landmine. Each thought a betrayal, every pause divine. I trace circles on the desk with my pen. Erase the truth again and again. How do I start? Where does it end? At 2 a.m. the brass spoke what I couldn't say. Breathed through metal, carried it away. Notes in the dark where our broken stayed.
The shadows lights are low. We sip the dark, let whispers flow. The smoke curls high, it fades to blue. In the back room right, we danced around the truth. Your gaze a spark, a fleeting flame, a silent play, this nameless game. The clock ticks slow, but time won't soothe. In the backroom ride, we danced around the truth. Step by step and lie by lie, we trace the edge we can't deny. A fleeting spark, a bitter brew. In the backroom ride, we danced around the truth. The echo stayed, the final note, a chord decay. You turned away, the floor felt smooth. In the back room ride, we danced around the truth. Step and lie by lie, we trace the edge we can't deny. A fleeting spark, a bitter brew. In the backroom ride, we danced around the truth. Found a ticket stub from the night we met, back row seats where the stars never set. Your laugh was a song I still can't forget. A pressed flower folded in a coffee-stained page, faded scent like a ghost from another age. Time kept moving, but the heart stayed caged. A blue matchbook kept the last of our fire, one spark left in a world of desire. Struck it once, but the flame wouldn't rise higher. An old Polaroid where your smile's off center, edges curling like the love that splintered. Still I hold it, a shrine to a cold December. A crumpled note, your handwriting rough. Words said too much but never learn. Lost my way when the stars went blind. No compass, no voice, just empty signs. I'm a lighthouse with no light, calling ships that won't return. Waves crash, but there's no fight, just a beacon left to yearn. Moonless tides, they pull and sway. Promises drown in the spray. Shadows whisper where hope once stood. This sea don't forgive, it don't feel good. I'm a lighthouse with no light, calling ships that won't return. Waves crash, but there's no fight, just a beacon left to yearn. Halftime beat, slow and deep, oceans grown, no place to weep. What's a tower without its flame? A silent ghost with no name.
Night swallows the road, blacker than sin. Neon buzzes, calls me in. This place don't sleep, just breathe it slow. Walls whisper secrets nobody should know. Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive. Their voices claw, their shadows thrive. No way out, no way to survive. Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive. River outside, it don't reflect, just a black snake twisting necks. Moon hangs low, a butcher's blade cut through my dreams, left me betrayed.
Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive. They haunt my sins, they never lie. I check in, but I can't arrive. Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive. Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive. They scrape my mind, they never die. No escape, no way to contrive. Room 9 keeps all my ghosts alive.
3 a.m. again, dark sky bleeding, streetlight flickers, my mind keeps feeding. Shadows stretch along on this crooked floor. Your ghost still whispers through the cracks in the door. I try to forget, but the night don't care. I light a match, but you're still everywhere. I breathe the blues through the reeds you left behind. Every note bends, every truth unwinds. Your echoes sing where my heart used to shine. I breathe the blues through the reeds you left behind. On glass, tracing what we lost. Whiskey burns like the frost you tossed. Moonlight's a liar, it won't light the way. Each chord I play digs another grave, and the mirror stares like it knows my crime. Can't run from the weight of your goodbye this time.
their game. Cigarette ghosts, the smoke spelled your name. Baseline heavy, heartbeat low, clock ticks slow, but I couldn't let it go. Whiskey swirled, stained the edge of my grin. The band hit the changes, soft as sin. The truth leaned in, close to my ear, said stay right here, it's clearer than it appears. In the velvet booth, the truth kept time with you. Fingers traced the air, painted something blue. Every lie I told melted into view. In the velvet booth, the truth kept time with you. Curtains hung heavy, drowning out the din. Every word you spoke, a needle to my skin. The piano wept without a full sigh, a moment alive before it quietly died. Outside the rain wrote sonnets on the street, each drop a note, a rhythm discreet. But here in the booth, no world to intrude, just the fragile mood of a true pursuit. In the velvet booth, the truth kept time with you. Fingers traced the air, painted something blue. Every lie I told melted into view. In the velvet booth, the truth kept time with you. Bar lights hum, shadows stretch thin. Whiskey burns, night sinks in. Fingers trace the rim of a glass. Promises crack like brittle glass. You want it forever, but forever don't hold.
When the lanterns dim, my promise goes dark too. When the lanterns dim, can't hold the light for you. Smoke curls slow, fades to the air. Your eyes gleam, but I'm not there. Every word, a thread that frays, a vow's just dust on the longest days. You wanted an anchor, but I'm just the tide. When the lanterns dim, my promise goes dark too. When the lanterns dim, can't hold the light for you. Dim light drowning in the haze, shadows stretch and twist in a smoky maze. Glass in hand, my grip wears thin, trying to find where I am and where I've been. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me. Every sip a little mercy, but no answers in the sea. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me. Barstool preacher, I spill my sins, words falling heavy, the room just spins. Mirror behind the bottles, staring back cold, an empty man, a story half told. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me. Every sip a little mercy, but no answers in the sea. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me. Silent savior in amber glow, poured my heart, got nothing to show. Hoping for something more, but the bottle's just a locked door. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me.
Every sip a little mercy, but no answers in the sea. I keep praying to the whiskey, but it never prays back to me.
Night hangs heavy, still as stone. Glass in my hand, I'm not alone. Fingers trace the edge, it feels so cold. Clock slow tick, it marks my stare. Your shadow lingers everywhere. A ghost that laughs, a weight I can't hold. On the rock, I count 2, 3. 1 for you, 2 for me. On the rock, I count to 3 and let you go. Moonlight pools, it spills like wine. I drain the dark, the bitter line. A quiet war, a battle I can't win. 2 steps forward, then I fall. Your voice echoes, it's my own. I hear you call, I hear you call again. On the rock, I count to 3. 1 for you, 2 for me. On the rock, I count to 3 and let you go. Rain hits a sign like a tired old song, flickering neon hums all night long. Rooms with thin walls where whispers crawl. Broken blinds let the shadows spill. Cigarette ghosts and a bottle half filled. Everyone running, but standing still. The night clerk knows which room the lonely choose. The night clerk knows which room the lonely choose. Key slide across, you pay your dues. Dust on the fan spins a lazy light. Sweat-soaked sheets where the lost souls lie. The mirror won't look you in the eye. Coffee's cold, but the silence is worse. Memories haunt like a heavy curse. You count the cracks and rehearse. The night clerk knows which room the lonely choose. The night clerk knows which room the lonely choose. Every door hides a truth you can't refuse. Black road whispers, trees stretched tall, moonlight bleeding through it all. Headlights cut the quiet wide, tires hum a restless song. Every mile says you were wrong. Your name in my rear view keeps getting small, smaller than the lies you told, smaller than the weight I hold. Your name in my rear view keeps getting small. Houses vanish, dust trails rise, your shadow fades against the sky. Radio crackle, a broken tune, every word like a wound I trace, leaving this town without a face. Your name in my rear view keeps getting small, smaller than the nights we burn, smaller than the lessons learned. Your name in my rear view keeps getting small. Dust on the tracks like an old man sigh. Moons hung crooked in a bottle glass sky. I count the echoes, but they don't reply. Your shadow's long, but the night's longer still. Empty air don't bend to a heart's will. I light a match just to feel the chill. Your name rings metal on the midnight rail. Sparks in the dark where the lost hearts wail. It sings through the iron like a sorrowful tale. Street lights blink like they're trying to breathe. The wind's got teeth and it cuts through me. I'm chasing ghosts down a dead-end street. Every step's heavy, but the silence is worse. I curse the ground, but the ground won't curse. I trade it all for a single word. Your name rings metal on the midnight rail. Sparks in the dark where the lost hearts wail. Sings through the iron like a sorrowful tale. Moonlight drips through the cracked window pane. Ashtray ghosts whisper your name. Empty chair still pulled out, holds the weight of your goodbye. In a whiskey glass lullaby, your name puts me to sleep. Every sip sings you closer, every tear runs too deep. Shadows waltz where we once swayed. Your perfume lingers, won't fade. Cigarette burns on the edge of my heart, marked every time we fell apart.
glass lullaby. Your name puts me to sleep. Every sip sings you closer. Every tear runs too deep. Whiskey glass lullaby. Your name puts me to sleep. Every sip sings you closer. Every tear runs too deep. Shadows on a blind sway slow. Neon bosoms in my veins. Faint voices bleed through paper thin chains. These thin walls know every truth I won't say. Every whisper, every lie, every prayer I betray. They hear it all. They know the games I play. Footsteps echo, pacing above. A cough, a cry, a broken shove. Secrets seep like whiskey from a cracked glass of love. These thin walls know every truth I won't say. Every whisper, every lie, every prayer I betray. They hear it all. They know the games I play. Every truth I won't say. Every whisper, every lie, every prayer I betray. Hear it all. They know the games I play.
floats like ghosts in the air. Street lights blink, but they don't care. My hands shake, but not from the freeze. Love's a fire, they said, but it don't warm me. This cigarette in the snow, it won't keep me through the night. No, it won't keep me through the night. This cigarette in the snow. Footsteps echo on empty stone. Winter bites, but it feels like home. The smoke fades and the stars just stare. I'd call your name, but it's lost in the air. This cigarette in the snow, it won't keep me through the night. No, no, it won't keep me through the night. This cigarette in the snow.
Whiskey whisper, soft in the night. Shadows of jazz, where the smoke cuts the light. I'm chasing a ghost through a melody's maze. A sip for the sins and the long lost days. Smoking the oak and your name in my glass. Memories swirl, then they shatter like brass. Every pore's a story, every clink's a past. Smoking the oak and your name in my glass. Moonlight bends, plays tricks on my eyes. Piano's a prophet, it never tells lies. Your laugh's a riff that the wind tries to hum, but the echo fades when the morning comes.
miles away. It's a slow burning mass. Each note's a tear, each chord's an impasse. Smoke in the oak and your name in my glass. Memories swirl, then they shatter like brass. Every pore's a story, every clink's a past. Smoke in the oak and your name in my glass. The city owns a smoky side. Its whispers hang where streetlights die. Each corner leans the night's disguise, but still I chase those fading tides. The taxi hums a weary tune. Its wheels carve circles round the moon. I told myself I'd let you be, yet here I am, haunting memory. This late cab lullaby keeps turning down your street, a shadow in the melody, a ghost beneath the beat. I swore I'd let you go, but all the pull's too sweet. This late cab lullaby keeps turning down your street. Your window glows a secret light, a lantern in the velvet night. I should move on, the fair runs deep, but love's a debt that doesn't sleep. This late cab lullaby keeps turning down your street, a shadow in the melody, a ghost beneath the beat. I swore I'd let you go, but all the pull's too sweet. This late cab lullaby keeps turning down your street.
The clock struck 12, the diner dimmed, a tired tune, the jukebox trimmed. The coffee cooled, my thoughts ran wide, and your name rose with the smoke off the rye. Your name, it lingered there, dancing soft in the midnight air. A fleeting ghost I can't abide. Your name rose with the smoke off the rye. The sugar stirred, the spoon's slow spin, a fragile calm, a storm within. Each breath I drew, each sigh I tried, still your name rose with the smoke off the rye. Your name, it whispered low through the haze where shadows grow. A haunting truth I can't deny. Your name rose with the smoke off the rye. Your name, it held its sway, a phantom light to guide my way. Though time may heal, it won't subside. Your name rose with the smoke off the rye. The moon spills like whiskey, a burn in the dark, a slow amber glow on the edge of the park. My shadow's a witness, my heart's out of tune. Each step's a confession to the listening moon. The air tastes of secrets, old leather and smoke, where promises hang like a half-finished joke. I walk through the ruins, vows never kept. This barrel-aged night knows every lie I kept. A clarinet whispers what words won't confess, soft like a sigh in a borrowed dress. The stars keep their counsel, the clock's lost its fight. In this slow barrel-aged night, I once chased a sunrise, a fool with a spark, Now I linger with shadows that melt in the dark. The truth's in the silence, the ache in my chest. This barrel-aged night knows every lie I kept. This barrel-aged night knows every lie I kept.
stones I threw at the sea. Ripples spreading, but they never set me free. Every line I laid down carved me a chain. Thought I was shouting truth, but I was screaming pain. Every word came back to me in tape echo shame. Caught in the loop, no one else to blame. I hear it now, clear as my own name. Every word came back to me in tape echo shame. Voices bouncing like ghosts in the hall. I tried to outrun them, but they answered my call. Shadows of the lies I swore were bright, chasing me down in the still of the night. Every word came back to me in tape echo shame. Caught in the loop, no one else to blame. I hear it now, clear as my own name. Every word came back to me in tape echo shame. Tambourine shakes like a judgment bell. Every word I said echoes like a spell. Caught in the loop, no one else to blame. Every word came back to me in tape echo shame.
The night was a whisper, a velvet refrain, a moonlight sonata through the window pane. The shadows were swaying, the rhythm was sly. I caught your reflection in the corner of my eye. A melody lingers, low and apart, under midnight blue notes. I learned your name by heart. Under midnight blue notes, soft and slow, where the secrets of the evening always seem to glow. The band played the truth, tearing silence apart. And under midnight blue notes, I learned your name by heart. Your laugh was a spark, a flicker of flame, a syncopation dancing through the smoky frame. The tenor sax murmured, sweet and divine, as the clock marked the tempo, one beat behind time. Each measure, each moment, a work of art under midnight blue notes. I learned your name by heart. Under midnight blue notes, soft and slow, where the secrets of the evening always seem to glow. The band played the truth, tearing silence apart. And under midnight blue notes, I learned your name by heart. Every chord, every line, a path to your soul. Each diminished whisper made the night feel whole. Your gaze was the coda, your smile the refrain. I'd play it all over just to know